And welcome back. We are going into a lion's mouth that leads to a waterway, which nobody likes. Okay, but on a serious note, we're in the waterway. This is actually, believe it or not, is not my favorite area, if you could guess. But I still do enjoy playing through it every time I go through here, because it is a very good moment. It's like an escort mission almost, in a sense, where you're carrying Curly back. Well, should you be trying for the perfect ending. Everybody who is not an idiot will know that you want to save as many people as you can, because they might help you in return. Okay, so I actually want to talk for a bit. In the 3D version of this game, an entire area of this general area did not exist in the earliest version. I'm kind of a bit angry about that. I get that they didn't really want to make it just a port of the game and all that, and they wanted to add a bit extra to it, I guess. But still, they could have did something else rather than add a giant chunk of an area to two areas actually. One we'll be seeing in a little bit from now, but it still bothered me a bit. Basically, we might actually see the area. Actually, never mind, it is in this game. Never mind, they did not actually add it. Okay, so basically what we want to do, make our way back there, blah blah, jump. Whoa, that actually was a large jump. No, yeah, no. Okay, now to exterminate jellyfish, because nobody likes them. I'm actually glad I have the bubbler sword. It seems our range on our weapons is actually decreased. I'm not sure if that's true, and if that's the case. Okay, I'm actually gonna not bother the jellyfish. Yes, I made it. No bat. I remember on a playthrough of this game, I actually did get hit by the back and knocked down there, so I'm a bit salty about that bat. You want to take a rest right here, actually. And Curly will be just lying there on the bed. What you want to do is you want to save, and then let's do a bit of research. There's a notebook covered in dust. Let's actually find something of here. You find nothing of interest. She isn't moving, but it looks like she's still alive. There must be a way to help. Let's search the computer. The internet will help. You know, I often recorded what I learned in that notebook. A dusty notebook? There's a notebook covered in dust. Do you want to open the notebook? Yes. Surface-developed robots, us, have limitations on their operation underwater. If they are submerged for too long a period, their system will automatically shut down to avoid short-circuiting, which is actually very smart. The following is a description of the proper method of caring for a flooded robot. You learned how to treat flooded robots. Will that be of use? Of course it will, because you're an idiot, and I'm sorry. But yeah, it actually took me a while to learn how to do all this and go through this process. I actually had to look up online how to drain the water from Curly, because I knew you had to do that, but I wasn't sure of how. So I was actually stuck on this part for a little while in my first few playthroughs. In the first two playthroughs I had, they were normal playthroughs, so I didn't have to worry about this, but yeah, still a little hard. I didn't think we were going to make it. Once he fell unconscious, I couldn't think of any other way. Looks like my air tank just worked just like I hoped it would. She fell sound asleep, even though robots can't sleep. It appears that it takes some time to reboot. This is something that got me very angry. I read the thing and I'm like, okay, I'm good now. I can just leave her. Do not. Do you want to leave her here? No, you do not want to leave her here. I did not know you actually had to bring her with you still. The bed's sopping wet. Well, that's just great. Game saved. I mean, I'd sleep in a bed that's just soaking wet. It's better than nothing. I mean, it might just be me. Oh, get no scoped. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Okay. So that was kind of was good. Let's go down here. Yeah, same thing. Same general process. Yep, jump. And jump, and jump, and jump, and jump, jump. Ow. Ow. Something's coming. Dun dun dun, fish! My worst enemy. Meet Ironhead. This is actually one of my favorite bosses because you have free movement. This actually very much reminds me of spaceship game. I'm actually about to die. I died. Do you want to retry? No, I actually don't because I'm... I'm sorry. What? I thought I killed the bat. Okay. Anyways, let's keep on going. As you saw, that was Ironhead, and they actually don't tell you his name, well, his official name, for quite a while. Whenever I first met him, I actually... no joke, I actually called him Georg because he's a robot fish. Who wouldn't call him Georg? It's very fitting. Well, at least to me it is. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Something's coming. Fish! I knew they were bad. No, get back here, you ironhead fish. But basically what you want to do is, what I recommend doing is using your blade to get behind him and actually throw a few blades. Okay, I didn't get a hit in there in that cycle. Those skull porcupine fish, I call them sometimes, will hurt you if you touch them. I don't really get hit by them often because they're kind of avoidable and all that, but basically what you just want to do is you want to shoot the fish. It is obvious. It feels like a Galaga or something like that, except only going left to right. Yes, beat him. Okay. Curly drifts off, and that's bad. We can't reach her because we have no control. I wonder where we'll end up. This place seems familiar. It's this Mimika village, but where would he be? Also, die fish. I don't like that fish. I've never liked that fish. He gave me very hard times when I was a child. Let's explore. Seems silent. Music's changed. Let's go into Arthur's house. Seems that we're in Mimika village. It would only be fitting. Let's save and refill our missiles. Maybe we can check out some area, figure out what's going on. This is why you don't go and get that booster 0.8. If you get it, Booster will die. And he won't be able to go here. Only you, I see. The doctor has acquired the red flowers. Island's Mimigas have all fallen into his hands. So the tragedy has become inevitable. I should have allowed at least Sue to escape when I had the chance. Got the booster version 2.0. Ha! I'm more updated. Please heed my last request. If you see Sue again, you need to take her and flee this island. That girl is Sakamoto's daughter, and she never wanted to come here in the first place. But we couldn't leave the child all alone. So she had no choice but to come along with us. I beg you, take that girl with you and flee. Yeah, I think it. Whoops. I actually didn't know you could press W and it'd pull up the map. Huh. But basically, yeah, we have two very important items. You would get this regardless, but booster version 2.0, you actually have to activate it. You want to equip it, and I will give you a demo outside. Actually, let me save because I don't want to go through dialogue again should I die. But as you might know, there was the booster version 1.0, 0.8. Meet, that's 2.0. It's my favorite of the ones. Booster version 0.8 would slowly accelerate you about that high up. The booster 2.0 can allow you to go in any direction at any time you want. And it is very fast. Damn it. But basically as you saw up there, there's something up there that we couldn't get on our first visit here. Basically, you want to jump up here with the booster equipped. Whoops. Basically, you want to come back here. The first cave, where we first visited. There wasn't a door. That was hard though. But basically, welcome to the first cave. You were here before, remember it? It was very short-lived. Anyways, remember here? The place where we all started? Ha ha, this was... But basically, yeah, welcome back to this area. This was actually one of my favorite references throughout the game. It was one of my favorite points, and you'll see why. It actually is much better as we see later in a second. Let's see. So basically, you want to go through here, and we can talk, and we can go back to the guy who we got the polar star from. Hey, buddy, you seem awake finally. You haven't seen the gun I made, have you? Someone went and stole it while I was sleeping. That is why I should been keeping it in my pocket when I napped. Hey! Isn't that my gun? What are you doing with it? I didn't make it for you. Give that back. Polar star taken. Puh. I've seen you put my gun on my workouts. No. I've long believed that one's weapons should be crafted by oneself. The one who fights with another's weapons and considers that force his own is witless. The one who blames his tools for that which his own power cannot achieve is a fool. However, when I see this gun that before me that you have used so exhaustively and moves this man to tears, to think such use were possible even before the gun's completion. Ha! I apologize for my grumbling. That's why I used that voice. You can keep this gun. After I finish it, of course. 5 years later. Dun 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 dun! Meets overpowered! This gun. Oh my god. It's level 1, sure. Did you recognize that blast? It's the level 3 blast. Did you see the XP bar? You saw something, didn't you? Let's charge it up by holding X. Oh, hi there. Bye there. Bye. Bye. This weapon does not need anything. No XP. It just needs it. And you can actually use it quite a lot. It does lose XP over time, so it doesn't suffer from XP drain. And let me just say, this weapon is a fan favorite, and it's my favorite actually. Getting XP will actually not benefit it, surprisingly. You actually have to get a certain amount. But basically what you want to do is you want to kill all these enemies in the cave. As you can see, there are 500 of them, so I wasn't joking whenever I said you want to get this. You can use this area to grind for more little things such as XP for other weapons, but since they are all weak enemies and there are a lot of them here and they do way less damage than one would think, I suggest you can actually use this area for grinding spots. But since we don't actually need XP anymore, I was gonna see if I could get that. But basically, hi there. The only difference this time is there is not a door. Let's go. Anyways, yeah, that's why I actually wanted you to hold off and keep the Polar Star. Should you have kept the machine gun or gotten the, the ghost or whatever? Yeah, snake. Should you have gotten that, you will not be able to get this. No joke. But yeah, that's why you want to keep this. Speaking of, remember a certain area in which we can just kind of visit called the graveyard over here? And how there was that one room that was inaccessible. Yes, I still love how we can get back here. But remember this one room? Yeah, go to it. Another mushroom. Doesn't seem violent.
You got some business with me? Ha! I doubt that.
I don't know why I gave him that, voice, but okay. But basically what you want to do with this, is you just kind of want to go through the, you just keep in mind that that's there. Let's see, so yeah, you can now access a lot more with this equipped and all that, but basically, what I want to do with it is I want to come over here, back to the house where wait, actually hold up, I actually want to come over here, see if I can get anything more. Alright, so basically, I should have said this before, you cannot access the waterway again. I've tried, trust me. You can't actually get it because it's blocked off, which I don't get because you came in a flowing stream of water, quite literally. But yeah, just keep in mind that it's there, and you can always get there. Health and missiles refilled, which is really great. Do you want to save? Of course I do, because who doesn't save? Actually, I don't save. But yeah, see any fancy weapons, I think. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That should be it for this video. We've gone through, actually no, maybe we can, well, I mean, it's not full yet. But remember back at the labyrinth? I remember the labyrinth. Let's go back. You'll see why you want to go back. But should you teleport back, you will be in the Labyrinth B where Professor Booster needed your help. There, you can get to that health point, which is thankful. Which I'm thankful for, I should say. But basically, on your second visit here, you can see that there are a lot more dangerous enemies here. Oh, he actually dropped health. Okay. Basically, I am reckless with this weapon because I'm just like, oh, I don't lose XP, so that means I don't have to actually give 2 cares. Yeah, don't be like me and just, yeah. Basically, what you want to do with this weapon is monitor your health and how much damage you're taking. because you will lose health quickly if you think you're just invincible now that you have this overpowered weapon that cannot lose to anything. But basically, what you want to do here, there are two things which are God mode powerful. On my first few playthroughs, I did not know these items existed. Up here, as you probably saw earlier, and I kind of hinted at, you can go in this room where there was a treasure chest. Open it up and get the arms barrier. The arms barrier description reads, when you take damage, the amount of weapon energy, or XP, lost will be halved. This is gonna be useful. Yeah, basically, remember earlier whenever I complained that you lose XP so easily? Yeah, guess what? It's half now, so half off. So, yeah, you basically just want to kind of but basically, I actually want to go over stats for a bit. The fully charged spur laser will actually do a total of 300 damage. You only see it doing 45, 33 kind of damage. That's because it actually hasn't seen any tougher enemies. I'm sorry to disrespect this area, but seriously, we haven't seen any strong enemies yet that can take that much damage. Unless they're dead. But I mean, we've seen bosses like that, but we haven't seen any normal enemies with that. So yeah, it'll be very useful because of this, because it can actually do damage that is unnecessarily powerful. And it all depends on enemy size too. The larger the enemy, the more damage the laser will do. Let's see. Hey there. This is the Labyrinth shop. But, sad to say, we got burgled a while back, and there's nothing to sell right now. Sorry about that. Here, how about this? Whimsical Star is another weapon I'd like to get into. Just a decoration, I'm afraid. But you've already got the strongest weapon, so what else can I do? So, he refers to the spur as the strongest weapon, in case you're wondering. Another reason why to get it. The spur. I mean, the Whimsical Star is something you equip as well. A little trinket you got back from Chaba at the Labyrinth shop. A Whimsical Star. Do you want to remove it? You do not want to remove it. You will see its effect in just a second. Whenever I charge up a spur blast, and it gets fully charged, what happens? This happens. With the Whimsical Star, these stars will damage all enemies in the area with very slight amounts, but still very useful amounts. It will do 1 damage to any enemy that is hit by any of the stars. It's very useful because of that. We'll let go of Spur Blast. Yeah, it's very useful, as you can see. It just kind of damages them. I think it can reach behind walls as well. There we go. Yeah, it gets behind walls as well, in case you were wondering. I just kind of use this to my advantage because I'm just like, well, what will I ever use again? But basically, keep in mind that they actually do kind of break. Not necessarily break, but they kind of go away. They can be kind of destroyed, but a full spur charge will bring them all back and recharge them. Yeah, that's what they do. We don't want to go towards the entrance of this area. We want to fight our way back through. I don't know why I was being an idiot before. Put your hands up. Oh god. He's charging. But basically what you want to do... Oh, I'm actually low in health. I'm actually scared. Oh, I didn't even take damage. Okay, I'm sorry I haven't been talking. Alright, so let's go through here, and remember, you can just kind of fly across. But basically what you want to do is you want to refill your missiles and health, which is very useful. And then you want to save, because obviously, because we're going down here. I'll see you on the next episode of Cave Story, in Arthur's house. See you then.